Hey, Motorman here, and I'm going to show you how to install Custom Dynamics 3-in-1 triple play. And I know there's other videos showing you how to do this on a Softail, and it doesn't tell you enough. This is very simple. Once you realize that there isn't really that much to it, it's not just a gangle of wires, and I'm going to show you in a second what I mean. All right, this is what I mean by a gangle of wires. Looks intimidating, especially if you have electronics-ophobia, which I know some people have. But it's really pretty simple. Make sure you read the directions, and it's going to explain everything to you. But the pictures that are in the directions, they're kind of black and white, copy of a copy, so that's not going to help you much. But I'm going to show you exactly how this goes in, and it's really so much more simple than what it actually looks like. So this is the right side of the bike, and really all you need to do is take this one right here, this piece right there. You want to slide this back, and then it disconnects. Now you want to look for this black connector right here, and it looks like it's very difficult to get out, but if you turn it this way, notice this piece right here, that's what you're going to press down on, and it disconnects. So this is the first one that we're going to connect to the 3-in-1. Focus right here, camera girl. Okay, this is the female end, and these are the male ends. So we want to find the one with the brown wire. That's right here. You can see that's a brown wire. And that's going to go into this black one right here. That's connected. Now we're going to disconnect this one right here. Pull it up out of that little carrier that's right there. Press on the little piece on this side. Comes apart pretty easily. So we're looking now for the purple. That's going to go into the gray. Make sure it's facing the right way. Sort of snaps in place. You can barely hear that snap. Now we already have this apart. So we're going to get this piece right here. I guess you could call that a male end. And that's going to go right in here. Snaps in place. Push this gray piece forward, and that part is done. So now we've got to plug this in to this part right here. This is wrong. You can easily see that it's wrong because it doesn't go anywhere. So we turn it, and then it snaps in. Snap in this gray little piece right there to hold it in place. Now we have the other piece, the other part of the 3-in-1 right here, and this is going to go into these pieces right here. So this is the part that's coming from the motorcycle, and this is the part that's coming from the 3-in-1. Plug that in. Plug this in. Once again, I did it wrong, but that's okay. It won't go that way. This side now is complete. I'm going to tie everything up nice and neat a little bit later on. Now we're going to come around to the left side of the motorcycle. We're going to focus right here. What we're looking for is 1, 2, 3, but the second one. So we're going to push that out. And this is just a piece that's like a dummy connector. So we're going to unplug this. by pressing down here This little piece right there, this pops out. Like I said, this does nothing. It just holds it in place. This is the other part right here. So you've got the majority of your wires, in fact all of them, except for this one, is hooked onto the right side. So now we're going to take this, and you would say, well, I'm going to plug this right in here. Yeah, that's what you're going to do, but this then is going to be, the seat is going to be on top of this wire. We don't want that. So what we have to do is fish this in this little space right here. Get this, camera girl. This little tiny space, which it doesn't want to go, it doesn't want to fit, but there's a way around that. This is going to save you a lot of time. It doesn't appear to be enough room to get this through here, and you could try messing with it like I initially did when I realized this piece is a little bit flexible right here. So if you just take a screwdriver and wedge it in here, notice this moves back, and it moves back out of the way. So I'm wedging this back just a little bit, and I'm putting this in on an angle so it comes right through. We'll tie up these wires later. Now we're going to take this plug, we're going to plug it right in here. And that's really all there is to the installation. We'll check it, make sure before I tie everything up that the lights are working properly. Of course, part of the 3-in-1 is that you now have these signal lights as running lights as well. I haven't changed this since this is already LEDs, but I may go with the Custom Dynamics brake light. It's a little bit brighter than that. And I also have the Custom Dynamics lay down plate and the license plate cover. There are 2 wires that go into the brake light so that you could have this lit up, but I haven't messed with that. I very rarely ever ride at night. So this seems to work perfect. The lights shine on there, they can see the tag. Before I tie everything down, according to the instructions, you got 2 switches here and another one here. There's a tiny arrow. I mean, it is tiny. I don't even know if the camera will pick that up, but you want to set that to 0 and make sure that these switches are in the off position. Then you'll be able to set it any way that you care to. So if you want the lights brighter, you want different types of flashes, you can do that. All right, this is all tied in now. I checked with the seat to make sure it wasn't in the way. The seat actually, the rubber mounts are going to go here and here, so nothing is in the way. The seat then slides in here, and you're all set to go. There are, in the directions, it tells you if you want to check the brightness of the tail lights versus the brake lights, etc. It can be adjusted. You can also adjust the flashing pattern. I personally put it on 0 and put both the little switches to on because I want everything to be flashing. But there are a bunch of adjustments if you don't like the constant flashing or everything flashing at once. Of course, once you press on the brake, everything's going to flash and then it's going to go off. So it's not going to be constantly annoying the people behind you, but it will get their attention. And that's the whole point of this. So many people not paying attention when they're driving, texting, looking at their phone. The more bright lights you got, the better off you're going to be. Don't be intimidated. Like I said, I know a lot of people have a electronic deviceophobia and they're afraid to do stuff like this, but it really is plug and play. Just got to make sure you're plugging in the correct things and they're easy to find. In fact, if you unplug the wrong thing, the other plugs from the 3-in-1 are not going to fit, so you'll know you screwed something up.